Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a Devops School's flagship certification program in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact at the rate of devopsschool.com.
So the first question is, what is Terraform, right? Now, when we talk about the Terraform, basically we say it's coding for infra. Okay, that means we are going to code for infrastructure. But when you look at the infrastructure, we'll have to find out which are the tools which we have. So if you look at the infrastructure part of it, and in today's context, you will have AWS, you have Azure, you have Google Cloud, you have many other stuff. So we have lots of tools in the infrastructure, and that I would like to show you through this list. Now here, these are the options we have in infrastructure. Look at the AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Alibaba Cloud, and so on. So on. You look at this here, pretty long list. And continue. Look at this. 2,664 and counting by today. Okay. So these are the tools which we have on the infrastructure. Okay, these are the tools which we have in the infrastructure. So how do we code for it? How do we automate? Okay, so using one coding standard, using one technology, how do we code for it? These many platforms. Okay, so this is something which we are going to do through Terraform. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a quick
So
question. So we have all these different infrastructure elements that we can span using Terraform. Is that right? Like
yes,
if
yes,
you want, let's say Azure or AWS load balancer, if you want to bring that up, we can do that using Terraform. Is it?
yes, everything.
Okay.
Whatever you can imagine in AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, and you can see that 2,600 plus, and it's counting every day is increasing. Whatever you are seeing here, it's in you can code for using Terraform. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the one. Now this is written in Go. Okay. And now we have a multiple releases also. So we have one is community release which I am covering today. We have enterprise release also, which is a GUI based software, which is not a part of this course. And most of 90% of the time, people use the community version only. Why? Because coding is important. After that, here you have UI. So role based access control, and whatever the code you write, you are going to manage it here, and logs, collections, and all stuff like that. Many features are there. So yeah, this is something which we have. Now this is from the company which is called HashiCorp. HashiCorp, in fact, if you look at this, I have added many tools from of them in my training. Like Vagrant is there, Pencil, and this one Terraform, Vault I have added, and then Packer and all I have added. So yeah, many tools are there, and this is from HashiCorp. Now, how it works? This is something which is very important. How it works. This we need to know that. So let me show you one simple image. MS Paint. Now we have multiple providers. When I say provider, that means this we call it a providers actually. Uh, these are the API based provider. That means if you want to code for it, you have to code for these many uh, API based providers. So here I'll just for the discussion sake, I'll take only few providers. So here there's a one, there is a AWS, this is Google Cloud, and let's say this is Kubernetes. Okay, so like this. So now each one of these supports API. Now what to do, how to write one program. See, this if you want to automate AWS, then there is one service called Cloud Formation. Okay, then that you can use it. If you want to use Azure, then you have ARM. Google Cloud also templates are there. Kubernetes also we have something like a Helm actually, so that will automate it. So many things are there actually here. So but I don't want to code for it because in the infrastructure there's so many tools and I want to have one coding for it. So this is you somewhere, and you want to write a code actually. And this code you write in a certain way. That means it you write for entire infrastructure, okay? Entire infrastructure which consists of multiple platform tools and all. And again I'm showing you this and on repeat because you have to remember that this is the important part of it. So you have tried a code for all these 2660 something else coding for that. So how do you do that? So how do you write one common long language which will be understood? So this you write this code, and this code specification is in HCL. HCL means HashiCorp configuration language. So we write in SCL, and here we write whatever you want to do. So you say, hey, I want these resources of AWS, this resources of Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, everything what you write, I'll teach you this one. And then you send to Terraform. This code you send to Terraform. So this Terraform is one executable actually, which can read the code. So human can write a code in SQL, which is very easy to write, easy to read, easy to extend, debug, test, and share. And then they say, okay, this is what I want to create or I want to destroy. Okay, and send this code to Terraform with the commands. Okay, there is a three commands you need to remember. Uh, Plan, apply, destroy. Plan means dry run, apply means create or update, and destroy means delete. So that they send this command to Terraform, and now Terraform will do, you know what? Terraform will aggregate this code and as per the provider and send to another executable. This is called AWS provider. This is called Google provider, and this is called Kubernetes provider. So this is also executable. This is also executable. This is also executable. And this executable will send this code to API of this, API of this, API of this. Okay, mind it. This is the API call. And after that, what will happen? Whatever the response you will have from API, all this response will store in state file, state file in JSON format. Okay, so this is something, this is how the Terraform works. Understood, all of you? All of you?
Uh, I have a question on the three stages, right? So first stage you said plan, right? So what happens? So the HCL is specific to Terraform, is it? The first question is that like
Yeah,
what's
this is some sort of coding standard which is developed by HashiCorp.
okay?
In that you write what you want in an easy way, declare easy way, okay, and that you send to Terraform. So Terraform understand only SQL code. It can understand JSON code also, but SQL is easy to write. And Terraform understand that code and then send it to the provider, okay, provider, and this is executable itself. So let's say if you have a 2664 providers, that means this many coding you can do for that. And this providers send to the API of the platform, and then whatever the response, whether it's create or destroy, stored in the state file
So the
here.
first stage you said was planned, right? The what is
Okay,
that
so the
plan
command,
stage?
so the command which you send, Terraform need to know what you want actually. So here, just remember this: plan, apply, destroy. Okay, so these are the three things which you need to tell to Terraform. That means you want to tell Terraform, hey, this desire, whatever you write in code, you want to dry run. Dry run means just check whether what are the resources will be created. Dry run. So you can
Okay.
write a plan. You can say apply Terraform apply. So that means this resources either you want to create or update. Okay, and if you want to destroy, then whatever the resources you declare here, then you want to destroy this.
Okay. One more question actually. In the we have, let's say, AWS service, right? So in
Mhm.
the AWS service, we will so within AWS we will have, let's say, a certain language in which we write things, right? So will that also be written, converted and written in HCL, or do we write anything
Yeah,
specific to one of those providers?
that that will write in SC.
Okay.
Okay, so in this code, you will write all sort of desire what you want to see on AWS, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, and many other platform also. And based on that, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. This Terraform will send this code to provider executable, and provider executable will send that to API. Whatever the response, it will store in the state file. It can create, it can destroy. You may have error also, whichever you can see.
Is the state file like a log file, or
It's a JSON file. It's a response for API.
what is the purpose of it? Like, do we just to see what state the
Okay,
respective.
I'll put it in this way. You wanted to create a one EC2 instance. So you write here. You send through apply to Terraform. Terraform send understood that okay, this is the AWS resources, AWS provider. After that, AWS provider send this code to AWS API. AWS API will create a resources and respond saying that okay, this is the resources I created, the output, and that will be stored in the state file. API response is generated in JSON file, which is getting stored in state file.
Yeah. So that will be used like a log to basically know what
It's not
has
log
actually happened.
output. It's not log output. Output of response, provider response.
Mhm.
Understood, all of you? Okay, so now
Yeah.
what we need in order to work on what we need. So first we need a Terraform. Okay, then we need to SCL. First we need Terraform, then we need providers, and then third we need SCLs and our code, and then plan, apply, destroy. These are the things we will do that. So how do we download and install the Terraform? It's just executable. Just copy it. Okay, see here, different platform. It's written in Golang, so it will work in every platform. This is a Mac. This is executable for download for AMD64. This is for Linux, few commands, different platform and all. So now I have already this downloaded somewhere in C drive. Let me show you. So just download, no need to install, configure anything. I had tool. So here this is the tools, Terraform. So this is the executable. You have to download and extract it. Now this path you set in the environment variable. So path variable. So if you go to environment variable here, and go to the path, you see that here I have added. Okay, so this is done. Now after installing it, how do we verify? So let me go to my workspace, Terraform. Let me create one directory here, and this is the directory I'm going to create. one for Saturday.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.